Okay, it is August 2026. I just bought this Chinese 2240 off Amazon. Put in a CO2 in it, and I'm going to pierce the CO2. Okay, did the same for mine, 2240. Okay, what I'm going to clearly show is that this bone stock 2240, and I know it's got a 7.5-inch barrel, and mine has a 10-inch barrel, or actually closer to 11. So there's going to be a little bit more velocity on mine. Well, they're both mine. A little bit more velocity on the older one, just due to the barrel length. However, what I'm going to show you is you can improve the performance of the power valve and get more shots than a stock pistol by the modifications that I uploaded to YouTube on power valves. So here's a real world test between a modified power valve and a stock power valve. So the first few shots, they're always all over the place just because of CO2s are that way. So there's mine, 500 basically, and here's the stock one unmodified. Okay, 412. So right off the bat, you're roughly 80 to 90 more feet per second, but disregard that, because we're not going to take any information off the first few shots, and we're going to go through a whole CO2 and watch the way they perform. So that's expected that it's going to go up. So here comes the second shot. All right. They should start stabilizing out here in a minute. But I believe what's going to happen is not only am I going to get 100 more feet per second than the stock one, but I'm going to get more shots as well. And another thing I might do is I might do a video on these Chinese-made Crosmans to see how they lend themselves to modifying, and whether the cost benefits analysis is worth doing. I mean, we all know that the old Crosmans are definitely worth modifying. And I think what I'll do is I'll just keep shooting this string of shots, and then I'll speed up the video. I think the video editor that I have will let me go 2 times speed, and that will make this video not so long and boring. But like I said, this is a stock power valve, stock gun, and it's my error, but it doesn't really matter if that error was there. It still counts as a shot, because it's also not the feet per second. What we're going for here is, what is the power difference, and do I get more shots at a higher velocity than just leaving it alone? Because I've seen a lot of people just put a big fat spring in there and just blow CO2 out all over the place. Yeah, you get more velocity, but you're sacrificing shot count and accuracy. So anyway, That's what this test is going to do. Prove out that there is gains to be had in decreasing the distance the CO2 has to travel to the barrel, which is a reference to one of my other videos. But also this video will be good for people who are buying this Chinese pellet gun or Crosman pellet gun and want to know how many shots you're going to get at what velocity. And another piece of information, these pellets are 15.8 grains. So it's a fairly heavy pellet. But 500 feet per second is exceptional for a pistol, CO2 pistol. And I could get more out of that if I pushed in my power adjuster. I believe I can get an average of 520, but I've got it about halfway in at the moment. But you can see I'm 100 feet per second better than stock, and I'm going to get more shots as well, significantly more shots. Okay, this is where I'm going to hopefully during the video editing process speed this up. So I'm going to stop talking because I don't know if my voice or what I'm saying is even understandable under the higher speed. I don't know why, but I think I gotta mess with the settings on my GoPro. I think it basically only does 11 minutes at a time. Okay, so obviously you can see that the bone stock 2240 is starting to see a significant power drop off. And I think a lot of that is because of the hammer spring. So I think you could go to a smaller hammer spring and get the same shots as I'm getting out of my modified Crosman 2240 without losing any feet per second. This hammer spring is just too strong, so it's wasting CO2 after the pellet has already left the barrel. I believe the poppet valve is still off of its seat. So the performance clearly didn't go higher because of the stronger hammer spring, or at least not enough to justify all the shots you lose. Look, you're already down to 350. I mean, you're almost down 100 feet per second. And I believe that's okay, and I'm still exactly where I was when we started. So as this one's dropping off in power, I'm still having consistent shots. Yeah, this one's almost dead. So my point is the modifications I did to this power valve and keep retaining the stock hammer spring, which keeps the poppet open for the exact correct amount of time, as opposed to this new Crosman gun with the heavier hammer spring. Even though it's stock, I don't think the Chinese did their homework quite like Crosman did, because let's see what number shot this is. Yeah, it's pretty much dead. And 57, that would put it at like 26 full power shots or something you're going to get with this. Whereas I'm still going with mine, and well over 100 feet per second faster. Look at that, 493. We're exactly where we started with this. So the consistency in this is also awesome. I don't even know why I'm still shooting the stock out of the box, or like they say, box stock 2240, which clearly has too big a hammer spring. Okay, so we're done with this now, 300, and that is basically 30 shots. This will be the 30th shot of this gun. So both guns, I don't know why this isn't loading, both guns have taken 30 shots. And my average is still exactly where it always was from beginning to 30 shots. And I'll just keep going until we get to 400, because 400 is where this, pretty much where this started out at. So that's 30. So this is 31. Anyway, I think I've already done enough strings with my gun. I believe I get 36 shots at the power setting that I've chosen, and I've shown that on video before, so there's no reason to keep continuing with this particular video. But I'm going to modify this. I'm going to put in a two-stage trigger, wood grips. I'm going to fill in the grip frame like I did this, and I'll do it all on video. And I'll take this power valve and I'll do the upgrade on it, and then we'll shoot it again. Plus I'm going to get rid of this heavy hammer spring that it comes with and put a lighter hammer spring in it, or cut some of this off, because that will be easy for other people to duplicate if they want to do it. But I'm not sure when I can get around to it, because I started work out here, and I don't know how much time I'll have, but I will go through a complete upgrade to this, and we'll run another string of shots.